All right, what's going on? We are in round two of our Monday Modern going on, trying out this new deck, having some fun. So we got they rolled less than six, and I rolled a six, and went before I even rolled the second one, I'd won the die roll. So going into the second round, so they have won. So we're gonna see some twin wizards is what this is, which is sweet. I think they basically drew very poorly against me. I didn't really see much interaction. I've played around some stuff. I thought they might have like a Murktide out. So I mean, we're gonna see. I don't know if I even ever saw Splinter Twin in this matchup. So um, but yeah, I started off get a fetch. Make sure I keep up on my life totals here. Doing the Arbor Grazer, getting the ramps on, double forest action. And then we just get to go off with a turn two Risen Reef, which is really the best thing ever. And this is the other reason why I like Grazer over like a Mana Dork, because Grazer getting in the extra land is like you're guaranteed to cast a 3-drop on turn two, which is like very relevant. Where the other creature, like if it dies, like I play Arbor Grazer, like if they kill it, it's okay. Like it got its value, it put a land into play. And this deck plays like 26 lands, nowhere near Amulet, style, but sometimes I feel like there could be more, but it's like then you're cutting in on your numbers. So Thundertrap trainer time. So they fetch shocked and then just fetched. So we're at 16, 19, 16. Oh, I did shock, so I should be at less than that. Two. So two fetches, fetch shock, two fetches and a shock for them, and then just a fetch shock for me. Right? Oh no, we're at the same. Yeah, 16 all. Now that I'm looking at it. So all right. So this is a key point. We get a fetch, and knowing that they're on this, my initial reaction was like Belter, but I was like, okay, it's not Belter. I didn't think it was Splinter Twin, but I was like, this seems like Wizards with that card out, and so as you see, just getting it in. The goal was to get a Risen Reef there. You could say Nissa, but Nissa is usually you do on. I think I played land. Yeah, I played land there. So you usually do Nissa next turn because this is turn three, so it'd be turn four. Because then you could do Nissa if you search for her or you play her and play a fetch. So and just get your value. Oh, if you guys haven't had it, Dr. Pepper Black Cherry. I'm a huge fan of Black Cherry and Dr. Pepper. This is really good. It's unique. It tastes more black cherry to me than Dr. Pepper, but still really good. Worth trying. Free advertisement. So they go to cycle, and I'm like, yep, this is. If they force a negation, it's exactly what I want. So I'm I'm just gonna use this opportunity to cast Court of Calling. Of course, you get Risen Reef, and we just need to get value. I don't have much going on in my hand, and we're looking to draw cards here and get going. And I drew him the third Risen Reef right there, which is just, it's gonna be nuts. If they don't have anything after this, it's gonna be pretty wild. So they fetch, get a Thundering Falls, they got a Surveil, we're just fast tracking here, and then Island Cycle, of course, for an island. So they got their double red, which is important for a Splinter Twin action. And then this is where like I'm already ahead. I'm gonna gain more value. I get to draw two, so I'm just like I'm afraid they might have Murktide because I think it's like blue-red wizards with like Murktide top in. So I'm like this is probably everything I needed to like slow them down. Could be wrong. Having double Risen Reef out here is just bonkers. And then we have two Court of Calling in hand, so it's just like I'm already thinking like I'm winning this game. But um, we'll see. Like you never know with blue red. I mean, like again, like I didn't know they were on twin, so I wasn't playing around anything. If they were just like, you know, what you call it, Exarch or some kind of three drop and then splitter twin, I just lose. So I don't know if I have anything in response to that. So I really don't have much removal. My best thing against combo decks right now is the having two endurances in the main. So again, this is something I got to get used to. But oh wait, no, I casted the endurance here, right? I think I casted the endurance. Okay, I don't know why my mic does that. I guess it doesn't realize that I'm talking and it randomly like shuts off on me. So So we Court of Calling for endurance, get more value here, shuffle my graveyard in, draw all the cards while they're tapped out. Um, so Thunder Tap Chainer, because I mean, they don't have another land into Surveil land? Or no, they just tapped. For what? I don't know what the 3 mana was for. A little confused. But, anyways, got all the mana, got Titania. So this is where we're like, we're cooking. This is it. I think I have a Court of Calling. Me getting a 5/3 wasn't relevant here. So I'm just trying to finish the game. Did I even miss my landfall triggers? I did. I missed the land. Oh no no. Yeah, I missed my landfall triggers. I mean, I guess I get them here. That's crazy. So that was not what I wanted to draw. I guess that was my second land. I don't know. I'm a little confused. So I don't know. I'm a little confused on that one. I don't know how it looked like I missed my landfall triggers because I had Anissa out and did that. So So that's I'm doing this because that's everything that I can attack. And then that goes up, trigger. I drew the Crater Hoof Behemoth. So, and I need 1, 2, 3. So now we Court of Calling for X is 1. And we just do it. I mean, we get to do the thing. Unfortunately, you have to like it's like a time-consuming, strategy. But with this now, I can, at least gets reduced a little bit since I have untapped lands here. Because now I have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 creatures. So sack this, give it Shroud, make a 5/3, and then every single new one we have a new target. Um, sack, give a Shroud. Yeah, and they just like writings on the wall. I'm just like, my goal is I'm going to do this until I make until I make 7 mana to cast Crater Hoof Behemoth. That is my plan. And I'm going to hit you for 200, 200. But luckily they like in a competitive event, which is like kind of cool, is that like you have this value. Most people would probably like scoop. There is a thing where like instead of me probably playing Omnath, I could be a little bit more on blue, and the Omnath Locust of Rage. I could be a little bit more on blue, and I could play the Merfolk, the blue Merfolk, and basically just draw my whole. I guess that. I guess it can work. I guess it depends on like how many cards are at the end. But it's blue. Yeah, I guess it really depends on like how many cards I have. I have to if I do 2 triggers, if there's three, because I do 2 at a time. If there's three, I'd go to 1. So it's 2 or less. So yeah, as long as I get to 2 cards, as long as within the last 2 to 1 cards of the deck is not the Merfolk, like I can win off of doing the Merfolk. Thassa's Oracle. That's the card I was thinking of. I could do Thassa's Oracle. So, I mean, there's all kinds of ways. Because you just make a crap ton of mana. I could cast a bunch of spells and then Grape Shot someone. Like, you just keep drawing cards, make a bunch of mana, and then Grape Shot. I mean, it has the ability to do that. But as you can tell, the deck needs a lot of pieces. So, but that's all it is. It's just creatures. So redundancy is there. Green Sun Zenith is amazing card in the deck because it's recurring redundancy. So now technically every single time you cast one, you have the odds of redrawing it. So you never get rid of it. So Green Sun Zenith is nuts for this deck. As you can see, I got the bounce land. This is the first time for the bounce land. Reset life totals here. Boo. Fetch Surveil. They're at 19. We're probably going to be doing the same thing. Thunder Trapping. It's a trap. So I don't know if this is right. I thought I brought in Mystical Disputes, but my thought is that now they don't get value, intrinsic value, which is like Wizards kind of needs that to keep the value up, and they don't have a wizard or they don't have a creature out for Flare of Denial. So that's what I was trying to deny here. I mean, if they just do it this turn, it kind of sucks, but that was my thought there. If you think it's wrong, please let me know. It probably was wrong. Seems bad, but to me it seemed good. So all my early stuff kind of comes down, and they're just surveilling away. I'm guessing they just never. I think there's a Splinter Twin in hand. So currently we have can convoke. We can Court of Calling for X is 2. I mean, there's almost an argument with the deck with what it does. Like, I almost want 2 Sylvan Safekeepers and 2 Titanias. Like, that combo is just, to me, is so sweet. I love it. I love it so much. So we just want to get I think this is where we're going to get the protection piece out. Because I have another Court of Calling. I don't know if this was the right play. And this is where I think I didn't want to sack my basic because of the fact that I didn't want to sack my basic because of what's it called? Um, the Merfolk. Because if they had the Merfolk Harbinger, if they had a Harbinger, I was gonna be wrecked. Because I was still thinking they're on just like a blue red Wizards build, Harbinger Murktide. Thought it was just more control-y. We draw land, I think. Take 2 there. Go into 18. What we get? See, we got a fetch land. I don't know what we're casting though. Oh, Green Sun. Green Sun X is 3. And getting the Risen Reef value on. 1 card in hand. Which I'm pretty sure is Splinter Twin. So, I mean, literally, like, any card is nail in the coffin. Any creature. So they're just draw 2. I mean, they what 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 5. Yeah. So this you never see. Never. It's the hidden mode of this card. I already know what they're about to do. So no one ever does this with this card, I feel like, because it's 6 mana. But Thundertrap Trainer for its offspring ability. So gonna get 2 triggers here, which sucks for me. So if they hit a Flare of Denial, and that's what I didn't want to see. But nope, Sink into Stupor, Counterspell. I'm like, cool, and you only got 1 other card, so Force of Negation was the only thing that I was probably afraid of. So, and then I don't know if I had another blue. I think there was the blue Surveil land, but I think we just thinned the deck here. And yeah, so we got this going on. Get the Titania, get the land in. That triggers, we draw, and so we have 1. We don't have the mana, but I mean, so that's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so we have enough to Court of Calling, X is 3, get another Risen Reef. I think we get Island. Yep, get our basic Island. Again, I'm just thinking Wizards. So and then we had the Elemental, and then I'm like Court of Calling, X is 3. I believe it's another Risen Reef. I just passed one. Am I wrong? I passed it. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, so it is Risen Reef. Nantuko's pretty good too, but so that was the only other option. But why? Because I hadn't played land for turn. I was just like, oh my god, did I just cheat there? No, because what's her face got the land in. Titania got the land in. So this time I'm doing this because I think I have another Risen Reef in my hand. So, but it's like this is what I want. I just need the second. I have another Risen Reef, I think. If not, there is just this. I just go get Risen Reef. And then now we have 2 Risen Reef triggers. And now it's just off to the races at this point. Like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of like, it's just deterministic. Like, with 2 Risen Reef triggers out and making the mana, like, it's really hard to get around it. But yeah, again, individual. I hope if you made it this far into the video at the end of it, I appreciate your games, and I love that people are trying to do Splinter Twin, even though it hasn't been too great in the format, but that's pretty awesome. So, but all right, guys. Well, Top Gingy, I'm out.